Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of Uchi no Maid ga Uzasugiru. And last episode, we had Kumagoro. I think he ran away / got kidnapped by a small child, a child smaller than the usual small children in the show. What I'm saying is Yui, the young and adorable Yui, turned out to have a sister who was more younger and more adorable. So that's what happened to poor Kumagoro. But we found him. It was all good. There's no problem. We got him home safe and sound, and he went to the vet or whatever he ran away from eventually. But yeah, I'm sure he's happy for how they developed. You don't want to be like kidnapped. You don't want to be able to kidnapped for a ball forever. So let's just see what we're in for today. 3, 2, 1, play. See, she's making good use of her free time. Oh, yes. What? Hot Spring episodes are amazing, Misha. It's Tsubame, talk some sense into this girl. What are you reading there? Don't talk back to me, young lady. Oh. That's what got her. At least we got her. Okay, we're already ready. That was an enthusiasm change if I've ever seen one. Good job, man. I'm sure Tsubame will come. I'm sure Tsubame will come. There's no way she's gonna miss this. I know, right? She's already coming. It'd be nice to meet her at game too. Well, right, we might as well invite Yui and Washi Washi. There we go. She was not gonna be gone for too long. She'll run here through her imagination. I'm suddenly reminded of a certain Arrow manga sensei scene. She really is. You're being rude again, Misha. Man, all we got so far is like the first 2 minutes, and we already had a range of Misha emotions and faces. It's pretty impressive, really. But yeah, when I saw Tsubame running, I thought that was a real Tsubame at first, but no, apparently it was just her imagination. Oh well, I'm sure she'll still show up on one or the other. I really don't believe she will just miss out on this. Just not a thing I think would happen. But man, did she get really excited when he talked about the some of the details of the hot spring trip. Bathing with the capybara, I think they called them. That's like a night and day difference for her. I think that was the fastest I've ever seen a character go from complete disinterest to when do we start, you know? Like the light, the eyes sparkling up, the butt shaking, you know? That's how you know she's excited. Whew. Well, I'm ready for a hot spring episode. Is anybody else? I am. My Maid and Yasuhiro. Interesting title. That's why you invite Tsubame and the others. You know, everyone. Everyone that's important. Little Misha. I can tell. I mean, pretty good approach coming down to her level always makes it less intimidating. Wow. I'm sure he does. Huh. That was easier than I thought. Well, baby steps. A little bit different than, you know, Tsubame's approach to getting close to her, you know. You can do it. He doesn't bite. I guess that works. We'll get there. Anyway, day of the trip now. You do that. She's gonna be very careful. Sumidori's not gonna go, I guess. Oh, Misha. There we go. I knew it. You can only be so careful, Misha. Yes, I'm sure she feels very welcome now. I'm sure it is. That's the question. Yeah, I may or may not have heard a rumor that, you know, Misha was coming here. Is it a coincidence? I somehow don't believe that. Yeah. Of course. You never be too careful. Or rather, careful enough. Man, someone's enthusiasm died down a bit. I'm sure that's what it was. Yeah, don't be mean, Misha. Well, that got her back up. You should carry a copy bar with you, Tsubame. It's just a bit of help. Yeah, make the best of it, Misha. It's a great maid. Yeah, don't get lost. Because obviously they kind of have to separate here. And is Tsubame gonna already be in there? I'm kind of expecting that. Yeah. You were not prepared for that, were you? Again, don't waste the opportunity, just get in there. She's probably already in the water. I'm sure she can hold her breath for a while if she needs to. You know, all that training she's gotten. Surprised nobody else is there. Oh, there are some people there. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. uh, okay, I guess she can just summon animals. I'll be sure to write that down in my notes. I mean, I knew she was good with animals, sure, but... Tsubame clapping? Yes. Yes, it is. I guess she is. Why would I ever miss this? Yes. This is where the real meal comes in, right here. Yeah, so there's no problem or anything. Yeah, you just got in. You know the bat's big enough for more than one person. mean, that doesn't sound too bad. Staying in there forever. The petting grounds. Here we go. I just love the roller coaster of emotions that Misha's just having in this episode. That's Tsubame. Wow. Your disguises have went downhill if that's you, Tsubame. Should at least be a giant capybara suit. It was clearly somebody in a suit. After I told you not to. More importantly, there's a panda. I'm sure that panda would want you to pet it. Yeah, I don't think so either. You should consider at least the possibility that it's somebody in a suit. I believe you, Misha. Like a Nintendo Switch or something? In other words, that's a chance for me to go do this. Well, I mean, that's kind of what pandas do, yeah. They eat bamboo, they sleep. You know, that's the life right there. Now I have to figure out where my child went. Yeah, she's gone. Probably have to get eaten by a panda bear. And then, you know, later married. Of course, I'm still just assuming it's Tsubame in the suit. It could just be some random person. Which, you know, it probably is somebody else because she probably couldn't have got there that quickly in the suit. I'm just used to seeing her dress up weirdly, you know. Kind of surprised Mama doesn't have like a GPS tracking device in Misha's neck or something at this point. No, I can handle this. Leave it to the professional. I did not forget. But yeah, he seems to have. Yeah, we can't lose you two. I mean, she'd have no choice but to marry you, I guess. But yeah, you can't really argue with her logic here, in all seriousness. Well... I don't think that's the case, but... Not impossible, we don't know where she is exactly. Since we've confirmed that it's not Tsubame in the panda suit, I am curious exactly who it is and what they're trying to do. I mean, I can venture a guess what they were trying to do, but... In that moment, you realize you're lost. Oh, well, this is a modern age, or not. Misha, you can borrow mine. I don't mind, just don't lose it or break it. Yes, if you can even climb a tree. You can't climb a tree, can you, Misha? I don't think it works that way. Yeah, I'm sure it won't get lost or anything. But I'm pretty sure if you're lost in the woods as a child, you're supposed to stay put and wait for people to find you. I'm sure it is. But at least she hasn't been kidnapped, you know. Yeah, usually adults tell you to do something or not to do something for a reason, just saying. No, no, it's not fine. Don't even talk of that, Misha. Tsubame and Tsubame. Okay, but wow, you didn't mention Tsubame. Oh, there she is. Well, ah, come on, Misha, don't be that way. She's out looking for you. There it is. The totally not guy in a panda suit. Yeah, because those don't get fed consistently. Well, uh, yeah, that's the reason why. Yeah, just follow the strange person in a panda suit. That'll go well. Ooh, the moon. You probably are. So, you know, if you don't remember crossing a river, then you most likely are. Oh, wow. That was impressive if there really is a guy in a suit. Maybe it is a real panda. What do I know? I mean, I guess that confirms it's a real panda, question mark. I don't know what's real anymore. I don't ask me, I apparently have no idea what I'm talking about, so. Oh. I did nothing wrong, leave me alone. Tsubame, you want to come over and wrestle some bears? I think Misha would appreciate it. Aww. Yes, right on cue. Good job, Tsubame. Yeah, never show weakness, even if you're 1/5 its size. My odds are on Tsubame. She can take a bear. Wow. That was such a gentle hug. I know, right? You must not be too afraid after all. Anyway, back to the bear situation. That's all you can do. That's very important to tell the bear. Okay. I'm not sure why you need to tell it your life story, but okay. Uh... It's a great speech. I'm sure she appreciated that. I guess your feelings and convictions got through to it. Or that happened, I guess. I'm glad as well. She just saved your life, Misha. Be a little more appreciative. I know, right? At least somewhere in the middle of those two extremes. Wow. Come on, Misha. You're like, you're cute, Misha, because you can be so mean sometimes. They didn't really do anything that helpful, but... But I guess the important thing is she was found and not killed or kidnapped. Yeah, it's bad for business, you know, if we fail, so... Yeah, you know, fighting bears is just part of the job. There we go. There we go. Now that the soon has passed away, here we go. Don't push it. Come on, Misha, she's trying to compromise with you there. Yeah, it wasn't quite the spanking I was expecting slash possibly hoping for. Someone's worried. Which I don't blame him. She was out, you know, lost in the woods in the middle of the night. Facing off against a bear. Yeah, so she's probably fine. Well... Yeah, we wouldn't really have much of a show without Misha. She kind of has the glue that holds us all together. She asleep? Yeah. Maybe someday. You know, right before she marries Tsubame. Well... That was a Hot Spring episode. Not a lot of actual Hot Spring stuff, like, basically nothing, really. But, still was technically a Hot Spring episode. I was expecting slash hoping for a bit more actual Hot Spring bathing time. But nah. We did not get that. It was mostly a mountain lost, you know, search parties sort of thing. I feel a little bit gypped, I'll be honest. I mean, we didn't have any of the other girls show up. There was no Midori at the hot spring, no Washi Washi, no Yui, although there was a girl in the spring that looked a little bit like Yui or Yui's sister, which is funny. I mean, it could have been Yui's sister, I don't know. We haven't seen a lot of her in the show, so it could have been her. It's not like I remember exactly what she looked like, but looks similar at the very least. Anyway, there's no Washi Washi there, there was no... Did any other girls in the show? Anyway, that was the 10th episode of Uchi no Maid ga Uzasugiru. And this episode, like I said, it was a Hot Spring episode, technically, sort of. But yeah, initially Misha wasn't a big fan of the idea. She's like, why would I do that? I got my manga here. Just go away, whatever. Did I mention there were capybaras there? Wait, what? Why didn't you say that? Let's go. But make sure Tsubame is nowhere near around. Okay, so let's go. So that's what it led to. That difference was very, very... It was a strong difference. But she had to make sure that Tsubame did not get wind of this. She was 110% careful on that. And it still was not enough, though, because Tsubame is a master of disguise. which is something that kind of led me to a false, conclusion later in the episode. But yeah, we eventually made our way to the location, and we found out that Tsubame works there. Because it was a coincidence slash fate, destiny and all that. Not because she overheard them and planned this or anything. No, she would never do such a thing. Just how it goes. But yeah, she eventually made her way to the bath, and as soon as she did, Tsubame was already waiting for her there. And then she just shut the door and opened it again, and she was gone, hiding. But yeah, she walked in there, she saw the capybara behind the one-way glass, whatever they called it, one-way mirror, but, you couldn't get to it because the service in the way, but you could see them, so I guess that's something. And yeah, the place wasn't empty completely. There was a mother and daughter there, which may or may not be Yui's sister and mother, but probably not, because I figured they would bring Yui with them if they were doing that, so since there's only 2 of them, not 3, I assume it's just people that look similar. But the point is, yeah, Misha was having some fun there, and then she saw Tsubame again, and she's like, I'm going to leave now, and then she did just that. And that was pretty much the last of the hot spring shenanigans, which is very upsetting to me, I'll be honest. That a lot of wasted potential there, because I've seen a lot of Hot Spring episodes and a lot of anime, and they did not really do any of the events that I've come to associate with them, so very, very disappointing. Definitely get some points marked off of that if I was a reviewer, which I'm not, by the way. But yeah, what really was the real meat of the episode was Misha getting lost, because it's like, Daddy, I saw a panda in the wild, it was great. I don't believe you, because I don't think there are wild pandas in Japan. What? Don't be ridiculous. I saw it. It was totally there. I'll prove it to you by running away out that night in the mountains by myself while you're asleep. That's a good idea. So she does that and then gets lost. She does find the panda, though. The panda. But yeah, she very much got lost, because she went to go get her handy dandy GPS device and then found it was nowhere to be found. But, so that's a problem. That's a big problem. Luckily, we do have Tsubame along, the person, that Misha does not appreciate, despite how much he does for her. So she was able to really talk the father down, like, hey, don't worry, I got this, I can find her, just stay here, you can just welcome her back when she gets home, because she's gonna want that, so just relax. One of the more serious moments of the episode. But there were definitely a few serious moments this episode. Mostly concerning, Misha and her relationship with her mom and dad, which is usually the serious parts of the show. But she does head off into the mountains looking for her. Misha is like, la 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 la, it's so much fun. Oh crap, I'm lost. I lost my device too. At least I got this panda that, wait, are you even a panda? Like, why did you bite that fish in such a violent manner? You're kind of scaring me. Are you even a panda? Are you just a brown bear that just painted himself? I don't know. You're kind of small, too. Does that mean the mother's nearby? Oh, God, the mother is nearby. What do I do? Oh, crap, I'm going to be eaten. Mommy, help me. And then Tsubame shows up just on cue. It's like, don't worry, Misha, I got this. And then hug, because... in that life and death situation, what you want to do is just take the time to hug her, which, I'm being sarcastic, but I guess that's a nice way to calm her down, if she's scared, before you move on to the combat. So I do see the logic there, Tsubame just trying to make sure she's calm and cool, collected. You don't want her to panic and run away or anything while you're dealing with a bear, so that's a good idea. I get it. But yeah, her way of dealing with the bear itself was pretty funny, because instead of just like, punching it, wrestling with it, giving it a German suplex, full Nelson, any of that fancy wrestling stuff, she opted to go for psychological warfare. She just talked to her about her love of Misha, like when she met Misha, how she fell in love, a lot of her feelings in regards to Misha. And that, the bear was like, oh, I had no idea that there was such, passionate love between you two. I don't want to get in the way of that, so I'll leave with that with my child, question mark, and I'll just go. And then it all sort of worked out. And then we were all expecting Misha to be so grateful that she would run up and just hug Tsubame with a really strong hug and say that she will indeed marry her someday. But no, that's not what she did. She just called her disgusting some more and was being very rude, very soon. But she got happier when, normal people showed up to rescue her, just treating poor Tsubame like she's just chopped liver or something. But luckily, after we got back, she was able to, push away her soon and actually show some gratitude towards, Tsubame. Unfortunately, she's, as she usually does, tries to push it a little bit too much, and oh, she's being slightly nice to me right now. Well, this is a perfect opportunity. Okay, this is the marriage certificate. Sign it real quick, Misha. She always comes on a little bit too strong, but I think if she takes her time a bit more, she will eventually get to that end goal, you know. I guess she's kind of impatient, though, because, you know, she's only going to be a Holly for so long, so I guess you kind of have to be, you know, really forceful and impatient when you're in that sort of position. But anyway, the point is, the father and Misha, they were all able to make up there, you know, because that was a big thing with the episode, you know, his lack of confidence being her father, you know, she doesn't refer to him as Papa, doesn't really feel like she treats him as a father, just kind of as a guardian, more or less, and how Misha's mother basically left her to him and that sort of thing. But I think we may have made a bit of progress on that parent-child relationship there, even though she still doesn't call him Papa or whatever, so we'll get there, though. I'm sure we'll get there. You know, him, Tsubame, and Misha all one big happy family. See, what else? Yeah, the panda. I was just really confused in general. I don't think I've ever been so wrong about one thing before in an anime reaction. Because my first thought was, oh, a panda that doesn't really look that much like a panda, not acting that much like a panda. Oh, well, Tsubame, she wears costumes and stuff all the time. That's probably her, you know? She was a snowman in one episode, she's an old lady in another episode. Yeah, that's surely Tsubame. I didn't really think about the fact that she probably couldn't go from point A to point B that quickly, although this is anime, so sometimes anime logic can't apply. But I guess that was not the case. That became clear as soon as Tsubame was being, you know, really serious about finding Misha. However, as soon as we saw Tsubame in that scene, it's like, oh, well, I guess that's probably not her, but her, you know, going off on a search party for Misha kind of confirmed it was not her. And then my thought was, oh, well, I guess it's somebody else in a panda costume, you know, maybe they're just like, you know, some sort of pervert, you know, a peeper trying to peep in on the bats in a costume or whatever. You know, that was my second guess, but that was wrong too, because I found that out as soon as it bit into the fish, because that'd be a pretty impressive costume if you could pull that off. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. And then, you know, I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. At that point, I just stopped making guesses entirely and just watched what was going on. And then the mama showed up, which looked different because she's a brown bear, and that panda-looking thing looks like a panda for whatever reason. I don't think we got a real concrete reason about that, but I don't know anymore. The point is, yeah, the panda thing was weird. That's really the takeaway from that. That is really the big takeaway from that. But yeah, it was a decent episode for the most part, aside from my biggest criticism, which I already talked about. I took it down a few points, but yeah, it was great to see the roller coaster of emotions on Misha's face, from indifference, excitement, worry, you know, disappointment. Just the many faces of Misha is half the fun of this show. She is just a very entertaining character. She can be rude sometimes, but you know, she's for the most part a good girl, very cute, very nice, very entertaining, just a really good main character in general. See, yeah, that was about it, really. So yeah, time to wait for the next episode. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.